Alright, so what we're going to do today, we're going to do some testing of this Ortho Dial N Spray hose end sprayer for lawn use. This particular sprayer mainly was designed for the garden user. So on the dial there's 14 settings, all anywhere from 1 teaspoon all the way up to 8 ounces. Unfortunately, when we do lawn care work, we don't really care about how many teaspoons or ounces per gallon. We really care about how much needs to go down for 1,000 square feet, and then based on increments of that, we know how much to put in for our whole lawn. So to do an evaluation of this, we're going to have to figure out how much material is actually put down for each of these settings for 1,000 square feet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill up the container, which is 32 ounces, with some water with food coloring in it, and I'm going to spray a 1,000 square foot area using multiple settings, and we'll be able to determine how much material comes out for each of the settings. So here's how I'm going to go about evaluating this. Over here on the right, I just listed level 1 through 14 for each of the settings. I don't really care necessarily about what the values are that are assigned to on the dial, but they basically are from a low end of 0.167 ounces all the way up to 8 ounces at the very end there. What I'm going to do though, I'm going to fill up the tank with 32 ounces colored fluid. I'm going to start at this A setting, the highest setting, 8 ounces. I'm going to spray the 1,000 square feet, and then I'm going to note how much is remaining in the tank. Then I'm going to move it down to the B setting, which is the 4 ounce setting, so half as much as the prior setting. Do the same thing, spray 1,000 square feet, and look at how much is remaining. I'm going to put the remaining amount over in this column. I'm going to go all the way down, testing the 4 ounce level, the 2 ounce level, the 1 ounce, the half ounce level, and then the 1/4 ounce level. And when I get all done with that, I'll have a pretty good characterization of what this sprayer can do on each of these settings. And from there we can do some estimating of how much material to put in per 1,000 square feet. Alright, let's give it a shot. Alright, I got my test area set up here. I got one marker here, one marker down there, that's 25 feet away. Another one over there, 40 feet away, 40 feet away, so it's a 40 by 25 foot area. That's 1,000 square feet. Alright, I got 32 ounces in the container, some green food coloring, and from there I should be able to put it on a setting of 8 ounces to start. Per my plan, we'll do a spray, and then I'll see how much material is left, and then I'll go down to the 4 ounce setting. Alright, I'm going to start in the far left corner. You may notice I have just aerated recently, so that's the kind of marks you'll see in the grass here. I'm going to say we have 9 ounces left. Looks like on this set I'm going to have to refill it and get a reading for the 4 ounce. Alright, got it refilled back up and I have it set on the 4 ounce level. I'm going to repeat this in the different settings, and I'll mark all the results into a table. We'll see how it turns out. Alright, got all the passes done, all the data collected. Got 6 ounces or so of material left, and now I'll go over the data with you. One thing I should point out about this sprayer: you don't add any water, you just put your straight chemical in there. You don't add any additional water, which kind of makes it easy to do this test. So what I did is I just had each setting, I figured out how much I sprayed the 1,000 square foot area, and I saw how much material came out for each of those settings. Then I just plot that. From that I know how much material to put in for 1,000 square feet for each of the settings. So based on the kind of material you're going to put down, you just adjust the dial. You don't really care about what the values are there. That have to just match up with the chart I'm going to show you. Alright, as I mentioned, I started with the setting at what I call level 14, setting 14, which is marked 8 ounces. When I did run the test at 1,000 square feet, 23 ounces were used. That was 2/3 of the container, so I had to refill it. And then I dropped down to the 4 ounce setting, reran the test. In that case, we used about 11 to 12 ounces, so that made the reading on the side go from the refill level of 32 down to 21. Then I moved the indicator to the 2 ounce setting, ran it again. That time I used 6 ounces. The reading on the side went from 21 to 15. I then lowered it down to the 1 ounce setting, ran the test, lost 3 ounces out of the mixture at that point. The reading on the side was 12. I repeated that for this setting 4 here, which is the 1/2 ounce setting. I had to do, since it was only going to lose probably 1.5 ounces, which is kind of hard to read on the dial, I did 2 passes. It actually dropped it down by 3, so I lost 3 ounces there, which is 1.5 per pass. Similar situation on this level 2, which is the 1/4 ounce setting. I did 4 passes, dropped from 9 to 6, which comes out to 0.7 ounces per pass. So that's kind of your chart of what it will do for each of the settings for 1,000 square feet. What more do you need to know? You don't have to do any timing. You don't have to measure any gallons. You don't have to do any gallon per minute measurement. You just use a characteristic chart like this. Have a good day.